The Atharva Veda prescribes the chanting of mantras and listening to soothing sounds during pregnancy. How does sound vibration like mantras, classical music, or even the mother's voice affect the baby's consciousness and brain development?
Yeah, see, all this, as you say, the mantra, the music, and the mother's voice, no, all these are sound energies. So our body is a magnetic field, electromagnetic field. So sound has an effect on our body. So it has an effect on our neurotransmitters. It has an effect on our peptides. The sound also has an effect on our gut system, all on our endocrines. So every cell of our body, this sound vibrations, the vibrations which come out of the sound are called energy, sound energy. So this sound energy, it is actually absorbed by our body. And the vibrations which are absorbed by our body, they in turn affect the electromagnetic field of our body. So this is how the mantras, the musics, the sound, the talk, everything, it affects us. See, when some talk, the tone of their voice, it irritates. And when some are talking, it calms, it soothes. We feel pleasant. We like to listen more to them when they are talking. So what is that? It is not just the words, the tone. So the sound which you are producing, the vibration of the tone, it influences our electromagnetic field. It influences our brain, our thought. So how? Through the production of neurotransmitters and neuropeptides, and then it gives us a one kind of feel. It raises a feel in us. So that is how these sound energies, all these different sounds help us. And when it comes to mantras, so only we have got so many mantras. Every mantra, it delivers a particular result. So only we have got so many mantras. But each one of us who are listening to this podcast, I would like to tell you is the complete mantra. There is one single mantra which is wholesome, which is complete by itself, is Om. It's called the Pranava. All other mantras, they have actually emerged from the Om chant itself. And not only the mantras, every word, every syllable of the languages, everything, they have actually emerged from the Om. Om was the only sound which actually has arisen at the first instant.
Primal sound.
Primary. So it's called the primordial, or the Pranavanada. So just chanting Om is more than sufficient for us to give all the benefits which all these different mantras deliver. It's complete. It's a total chant. And from the mother, you have asked me about the mother's language, or the mother's voice. Yes. See, what the science says is by the 5th month of pregnancy, the baby's body starts absorbing sounds. So what is the first sound which reaches the baby? Is her voice. When the mother is talking, it vibrates inside her also. So the baby starts absorbing those sound waves. And then also the other sounds which the baby absorbs are the grumbling of the intestines, mother's intestines, and the mother's heartbeat. These are the sounds. By the 5th month, the baby absorbs. That is, the baby which is growing in the womb, it absorbs. And by the 6th month of pregnancy, now the baby will be able to understand. The baby will make out, recognize the different sounds. So the baby will understand, oh, this is intestine. No, though doesn't know that it is intestine, oh, this is one type of sound. Heartbeat, oh, every time it is dug, 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 oh, there is some dug, dug, dug happening there. And when the mother is speaking, now the baby starts listening to it.
They are able to differentiate.
Yeah, by the 8th month, the formation of how our brain develops, human brain develops in the womb, So up to 7th month, the structure of the brain, now it's developed to 70% of the adult brain. And from 8th month, the 70% of the brain which has developed now starts functioning. So the baby will be able to, it has already started listening. Now it tries to start understanding it, and it tries to make out, it tries to memorize, and through that it learns. So what do we call our native tongue? our native language.
Mother tongue.
It's not called father tongue or grandfather tongue, isn't it?
Yes, now it makes sense.
Yes. It learns the vowels, the language. It learns when it is in the womb itself. Baby learns the mother tongue through her mother's voice. So it learns the mother's language when it is in the womb. That's a sensory learning has happened. But for the baby to start speaking, no, it needs the motor part also is needed. That motor part, it develops later, maybe after 1 year or 2 years. So as the baby grows, as the motor abilities develop, the baby will start speaking in a proper way. So that is how it learns languages. And not only just languages learning, the music, again, soothing music. Now it calms the baby's mind and body, and it synchronizes the body and mind. When the body and mind is synchronized, automatically we enjoy calmness, we enjoy tranquility, and a kind of peace. We enjoy a type of peace. So body and mind have to be synchronized. So music has the ability to synchronize the body and mind together. At the same time, when you're listening to the music, that soothing music, not the panicking music. So when you're listening to soothing music, certain chemicals are released in the body. They are transferred to the baby. And afterwards, from the 8th month onwards, the baby produces its own chemicals because it started functioning. So again, certain neurotransmitters, neuropeptides starts forming in the baby. And what does this do? Now, these are said to be the serotonin hormone. So serotonin is a happy hormone. So when the mother listens to soothing music, now a happy atmosphere is formed around the baby. The baby starts experiencing a kind of happiness. From the peace and tranquility, it also enjoys happiness. And this happiness which the baby has experienced, this is carried forward even after the baby is born to many years, not just for a few days. The baby, this experience of happiness, the baby carries with it. This is even to an extent of 5 years also. Only that which has heard in the womb, the hormones, the serotonin, the peptides, all that which has helped the baby to experience that happiness in the womb itself is sufficient to help the baby experience the same happiness even up to 5 long years.
Wonderful.
So that is the
impact
of music and the benefit which one gets from music, the soothing music. And the other thing, I'll tell you, there's one more equally important here is when the music is being played, the baby starts to listen, it tries to listen. That means it is trying to focus. And when it is trying to focus, it's concentrating. It's trying to make out what it is. And then it starts memorizing. So you are teaching your baby the quality of being focused, to concentrate, to memorize. That means you are enhancing the IQ of your baby.
Wow.
So this music time, and in our program of Sushumna Garbha Samskar, this is a part and parcel of the pillar of that which helps to enhance the healthy brain development and IQ. Listening to music is one part of that module. And here in this music, what we advise the mothers is to maintain a certain time. Like that, you are teaching discipline to your baby. You are also teaching your baby a time management. And when the mother starts, it's called music time. We tell it as music time. So when you give a music time to your baby, a particular time, I don't say it should be 12 means 12. No, some range.
Just circadian rhythm, some rhythm.
Some rhythm. So maybe if you're free, whenever you're free only, there is no hard and fast here. According to your commitments, your career or your regular work and all, in all that, you choose some time which you're free and which you're definitive that throughout pregnancy, at that time, you can give a music time to your baby. So choose some time and start playing the music. Now the baby also will be disciplined. The baby will know how to manage its time. And suppose the mother has started giving a music time to the baby, and for 1 or 2 days, sometime the mother has not given the time, the baby will make you remember.
It'll ask for it.
It will ask for it. It will just keep pushing you with your elbows and like, Mama, where is my music time? Mama, this is my music time. So babies are tuned.
Yeah.
So these are the many benefits from one single simple act. You don't need to sit. Start a music and you keep doing your work also.
Ma'am, the text describes food not merely as nutrition, but as pranic energy that carries emotions and vibrations. What are the foods and practices that can raise the mother's sattva guna and help create a calm, wise, and compassionate child?
So since I'm all talking on a scientific way, so I will not use the word as sattvic or sattva guna. Now, first, when we come to the first point of what you said is food nourishes our emotions. It's not just nutrition. Many other benefits which a food gives us. So it's not the food per se which gives you the emotional nourishment and psychological nourishment. It is the way you prepare your food and how you are taking that food. That is the thing which nourishes the emotions, the thoughts, and the psychology thing. This we have already discussed, like when you are having your food, whatever thoughts, whatever emotions you're going through at that time when you're taking the food, those emotions and thoughts gets impregnated into this food. And the food which you take, it actually gives out the same, it nourishes the same emotions and thoughts. So when you want your food to nourish your emotions and thoughts in a positive way, and also your psychology, you should be in a positive thought process. You should have a strong psychological strength while taking this food. And this holds good even while preparing.
So the person who's preparing it, the person who's consuming it, both of them need to be aware of their thoughts, their state of mind, and the responsibility
Towards
of the
themselves.
nourishment and the baby.
And the baby.
Mm.
And see, we also have observed, like those who already have children, and when a mother cooks, baby is healthy.
Mm.
A baby or anyone, it's just not the baby, even elders also, when mothers cook, like children.
The intention of the mother, the care she takes.
The intention when she's preparing the food, she prepares the food with the thought that this should nourish my child, this should support my child. So her intentions, her thoughts get impregnated in the food and they are delivered to the person who is taking that food. So this is how food is not just a calorie or a vitamin and micronutrient nutrition. It is our emotional nutrition and our psychological nutrition.
That has impressions on it.
Nutrition. The impressions which are carried in the food.
So although I'm not a baby, next time my mother makes something for me, I'll ensure I'm going to eat it.
Definitely. Because as mothers, when we try to prepare something for our kids,
that sankalpa is very strong.
Sankalpa is thought.
The intention and thought.
Yeah, that is very, very important.
Yeah.
So even now, my son is grown up. But when my son is coming to my house, like when we are having dinner together, or when I'm preparing his lunch or dinner, always it keeps, the thought in is, he likes like this. He likes like that. Or he cherishes this taste. He wants this in this way. With that thought only, I'll be preparing that food.
We take a lot of care.
I want him to enjoy the food.
Yeah.
So every mother prepares like that only.
Correct. That's the purest form of love.
Yes. So here, what we have to understand here, the whole intent of trying to discuss about the food, not just as a calorie nutrition or an micronutrient nutrition, but as an emotional, as your thought and your psychological nutrition. Yes, definitely food is also our emotional nutrition, our thought nutrition. It is also our psychological nutrition. How? It is through the way when you're preparing, when you're consuming, your status, your emotional state, your psychological state, your thought process is the one which delivers that to you.